All right, algebra students, so today we're going to be working on solving radical equations. Okay, and a radical equation is simply, it's still an equation that contains a radical. And again, this is the radical sign, which could have any index in here you want. It could be a cube root, fourth root, and so on. Definition of an extraneous solution. This is something that's going to appear to be a solution, but does not check in the equation. That's why it's going to be really important that you solve and you check, because if you don't, you could really get an answer that does not work. Our steps in solving these radical equations is we're going to isolate the radical. We're going to get this part of it by itself, and then we're going to undo the radical. Isolate the radical, undo the radical. If it's a square root, we would undo it by squaring. If it's a cube root, we would undo it by cubing both sides. And then we're going to solve and then check the equation. All right, so a couple examples here. This is a radical equation. Here is my radical. I need to get that by itself. I'm going to undo it by adding 4 to both sides. And now I've got the square root of 2x plus 5 is equal to 7. I'm going to undo this radical. This is like a square root, so I'm going to square both sides. Gets rid of the radical sign, so I'd have 2x plus 5 is equal to 49. I'd subtract the 5. I'd divide by 2. And I would get x to be 22. Plugging this in. 2 times 22 is 44. 44 and 5 is 49. Square root of 49 is 7. And 7 minus 4 is 3. So it does check. Next example here, I'm going to isolate the radical by subtracting 6 from both sides. So I get this radical all by itself. I'm going to undo the square root by squaring both sides. And then I'm going to subtract the 1, divide by 3, and get x to be 8. Plugging the 8 in right there. 3 times 8 is 24, plus 1 is 25. Square root of 25 is 5, and 6 plus 5 is 11. So that works. All right, the next one here. We've got another radical equation. We're adding 2 to it. Just bear with me here a second. So to undo that radical, I'm going to subtract 2. Undo the square root by squaring both sides. I'd have 3y minus 5 is equal to 64. Add the 5. That'd be 69. Divide by 3, and you're going to get 23. Checking that, 3 times 23 is 69 minus 5, 64. Square root of 64 is 8, and 2 plus 8 is 10, so it does work, or check. Okay, a couple other examples. These have some different forms here. The first one, we've got a cube root, because that's the 1/3 power, so it means the same as this. So therefore, we do the same thing. We're going to undo the radical. I cube both sides, because cubing that will undo the radical. 2 cubed is 8. And then I'm going to add 7, divide by 5, and you're going to get p to be 3. Check it. 5 times 3 is 15 minus 7 is 8. Cube root of 8 is 2. 2 plus 3 is 5, so it does check. Next example here, I'm going to add 1. At this point, instead of rewriting this, I'm going to realize it's the 1/5 power, which to undo that, that's the 5th root. I would be taking both sides to the 5th power. I will undo that. I would have 4z minus 1. 3 to the 5th. So on the board there, it's one of those. So it's 243. I'm going to add 1. Should be 244. And then dividing by the 4 is going to give me z to be 61. Plug that in. We get 244 minus 1 is 243. 5th root of 243 is 3. 3 minus 1 is 2, so that does work. Next example here, we've got a cube root. I'm going to isolate that by adding 4 to both sides. And then undoing the cube root by cubing both sides. 4 cubed is 64. I'm going to add the 8, which would give me 72. And then I'm going to divide by 4. 4 goes in there evenly 18 times. Will 18 check? 4 times 18, 72. 72 minus 8 is 64. The cube root of 64 is 4. And 4 minus 4 is 0. So that does check.